You are on the alien planet Cerebria. You are standing atop a slope, gazing down upon the valley below. You are deep in the heart of what appears to be a rainforest. There is a small, intense blue sun which has risen, casting an ethereal blue light over the tops of the trees, glinting off the mist which clings to the forest. Another two suns are slowly rising. You begin to notice the rocks, large stalagmites-like crystals, translucent and flecked with vein-like structures. You notice a large stream snaking its way down the side of the valley. Your yellow luminescent skin and thick tendrils of red hair feel stiff with dirt. You decide to head towards a clearing in the forest where you can see a stream widens and you can wash and swim. You begin to descend down the levels of the slope, following the trails left by other animals, a natural opening in the foliage. The planet's gravity is light, and your movements glide. The air has a silky texture. You can feel its presence on your skin. Long teal vines and giant wet purple leaves pooled with water caress your skin. The sensation is pleasantly cooling. It leaves snail-like drip marks against your body. The cacophony of the forest echoes loudly around you. A small feathered creature with long scaly legs and multiple antennae protruding from either side of its spine calls softly as it flies overhead. You descend further into the forest, passing by different plants and creatures as you go. The heaviness of the air drops slightly as you begin to reach the clearing. You can hear the light slapping sound of water hitting rock. You pull the last large leaf out of your view to see a small waterfall framed by matte black rock. Like coal, it is sparkling with tiny crystals. You begin to scale some of the larger rocks to reach the waterfall. The texture of the rock is rough and aerated, similar to that of a pumice stone. Even with the layers of dirt, your skin is almost fluorescent against the matte black rocks. You swing down and crouch on a rock close to the base of the waterfall. You reach your arms into the cool, relentless pound of the water, rubbing away the layers of dirt. You allow your body to fall slowly into the water, bobbing straight back up with the power of the waterfall. You swim back towards the rocks and go about cleaning your body. Your muscles now feel loosened by the massaging force of the water. The long tendrils of your hair, no longer stuck together, flow freely down your back. You survey the pool of water. You can see it descends deep into a large crack under the water. You decide to explore beneath the surface. Breathe deeply, filling your lungs with air, and then dive beneath the surface. The shimmer of shoals of thousands of microscopic fish, mirroring the swarms of insects on land, entices you further into the depths. You push past tendrils of deep blue plants, which glimmer with reflected sunlight. You part a large clump of tendrils. At first you only notice a strange change in texture of the rocks behind the plants. Although matching the matte black color, it appears smoother and lacks the sparkle of the surrounding rocks. As its skin changes color to a lurid pink flecked with red, your eyes lock onto this strange creature. Its eyes fold slowly out of the sockets on top of its head. Its skin is fleshy and coated in a layer of translucent slime. It has a mane of long, thin skin protrusions, tipped with white. It draws up a fan-like tail, twice the size of its body. Its mouth stretches to either side of its face and is lined with bony teeth. Darts of luminescent color begin to flash up and down the lines of the mane and tail, pulsing as they reach the white tips. Although you sense the creature's distress, you are stunned by its ethereal beauty. Your lungs begin to strain. The beast is startled by your slight movement and darts past you, brushing slime against your skin. You kick hard for the surface and begin to swim towards the sunlight. As you break the surface, your lungs take a deep gulp of breath, releasing all the tension in your chest. You swim back towards the base of the waterfall. You dive underneath once more, flipping onto your back as you pass underneath the waterfall. The bubbles create a fractal pattern as they are forced underwater. You pull yourself up onto a rock just behind the waterfall. You turn and look out through the gaps in the curtain of the waterfall. Aside from these thin strips of clarity, the falling water transforms the forest into an abstract wall of color. You sit staring at the wall of color in front of you for a while. Towards the side of the waterfall, the colors are disrupted by something moving in the trees. Through a break in the waterfall, you see a long, ape-like arm. As the full creature comes into view, you realize what it is you are looking at. A hairless, pale pink ape with black, birthmark-like blotches all over its skin. Its head is closer in resemblance to a canine. Its yellowy-orange eyes are set deep into its face. Its ears are similar to yours, but wider and more pointed. You know this ape from the folklore and shared visions of your tribe. It hunts your kind, but not for the sustenance of your meat. You only know they have a predisposition towards violence. Their strength far exceeds your own, but their thoughts are slow, their senses dulled. Once in a generation, a child goes missing and is never heard of again. crawls on all fours towards the surface of the water. It cups its hands and brings the water to its mouth. You hold yourself perfectly still, fascinated and crippled with fear. The creature glances from side to side and lets out 2 low grunts. Leaves begin to rustle around the edge of the forest. The rest of the pack emerges from the forest. You press your body deeper into the rock, trying desperately to blend in. Your skin goes cold and your insides begin to tense and twist. Your breath holds, your body shakes and shivers. The pack carry on drinking from the lake, noisily interacting. The largest of the group stands up and cries loudly, and then all bound into the forest, kicking up dust behind them. You allow yourself to breathe. The adrenaline in your body is still racing as you slump back. You allow yourself to fall into the water. The force of the waterfall pushes you down and spins your body in the vortex. When you bob back up, you allow yourself to float there for a while. As you stare into the sky, you contemplate how close you came to capture, and ask yourself, why are these creatures hunting your people? What is it you possess? Your mind begins to wander. As you feel the ground brush the underside of your body, you sit up and study yourself. This encounter must hold important information that the tribe elders can decipher. You begin to make your way back to camp. For ease of speed, you take the route through the treetops.